Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. I'm working as a software engineer in one of the Fortune MNC company here.
Oh, great. Next up, Aman. Hi, good evening.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
How are you?
Thank you. And how are you, ma'am?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking, Aman.
Thank you.
Where are you from, Aman?
Ma'am, I am from Arunachal Pradesh.
What do you do?
I'm working as a nurse.
Okay, great. Next up, Anita. Good evening. How are you?
I am fine, ma'am. Thanks for asking. What about you?
You're welcome. I'm good. Thank you. What do you do, Anita?
I am a homemaker, ma'am.
Okay. Any hobbies apart from taking care of your house?
Yeah, ma'am. Nowadays, I learn English. I want to join my business, family business. So that's why I learned how to operate computer and teleclass also.
Great. Very well. Next up, Chetan. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am. I am fine. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. Thank you. What do you do, Chetan?
Presently, I am working as a assistant engineer, Karnataka Electricity Board, government service.
Oh, great. Next up, Jyoti. Good evening. How are you?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
How are you, Jyoti?
How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. Thank you. Can you hear me, Jyoti? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What do you do, Jyoti?
I'm doing. I'm teaching my son. And
okay, that's good.
Just now, and I am a teacher, science teacher.
Great. Okay. Next up, Roma. Good evening. How are you?
A very good evening to ma'am. I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
And I'm from Calcutta.
What do you do, Roma?
I have recently completed my bachelor in tourism studies and looking forward to sit for aviation interviews. I have one interview tomorrow after like 4 years.
Great. All the best for that.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Next up, Meena. Good evening, Meena. How are you?
Good evening, ma'am. I'm doing great. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking, Meena. So what are your hobbies, Meena?
In free time, I love reading books and watching mobile or series.
Okay, great. Next up, we have Twesa. Hi, good evening. I hope I pronounced your name correctly.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, it's Twesha.
Twesha. Okay. So how are you, Twesha?
Ma'am, I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Where are you from?
Ma'am, I'm from Rishikesh, Uttarakhand.
What do you do?
Ma'am, I'm a student of 11th class.
Great. Okay. Okay, everyone. So very good evening to all of you. I'm Tamanna. I'm from Punjab. I'll be your instructor for the session. I hope all of you can hear me, see me, and see the screen properly. Whenever you want to speak, make use of raise hand button. If that does not work, you can type in the chat box. If there is internet problem at your side, you can quickly log out and rejoin the class. Okay. I hope everything is working fine at your ends. Any problems? No raised hands? Good. Then let's start with the topic. Today we will be learning and talking about 80-20 rule. We will discuss this rule and its uses. Has anybody an idea about the rule? Anything that you know about it? You might have heard about it. No clue? Okay, yes, Deva.
Yes, ma'am. So this 80-20 rule is so in a day. So if you have a 10 works to do means so only 20% of work should be a important and priority work. So if we completed that 20% work, our 80% time will be saved.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's one interpretation of the rule. Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anybody else? Any other point of view or any other additions? Thank you, Deva, for now. Yes, Meena.
Bringing out 80 from 20, bringing out maximum.
Bringing out maximum from?
From we can relate it with anything. It can be a business.
Okay.
or in
Okay.
any term we can use this rule.
I can understand, Meena, you have an understanding of the rule, but you are not exactly right. Okay.
Yeah.
But yes,
Yes.
you have an understanding. That's good. Okay. Yes, Chetan. Sorry, Chetan, by mistake, I muted you. Yes, go ahead now.
I think 80-20 rule is, I am a government servant. That's why I am saying 20% people work, 80% work. 20% people do 80% work.
Okay. It's not exactly right. You are trying to guess it. That's fine. Okay.
Okay, but
Good,
in
good,
my
Chetan.
view- Okay, thank you.
It's okay. Anyone else who has any idea or any thoughts about it? None? No worries, that's okay. Let's begin. So we are going to start with a warm-up game. I hope all of you are ready, okay? And the topic says better time management. There is a question on your screen. I will quickly read it. Please utilize that time to prepare your answer. You have 30 seconds to answer. Think of and note 5 habits or things that you do every day that take up most of your time. You don't need to tell the 5 things, okay? Just write it down in your head. If you had to stop or eliminate one of these 5 activities that will free up the maximum amount of time, which activity would you choose to stop and why? Now, this is the answer I want. One activity that you would choose to stop and why, out of the 5 that you have listed. Quickly click on the raise hand button. 30 seconds for the answer. This is your time of sign. Okay? Yes, Roma.
I would eliminate. Ma'am, can I name 2?
No, you can only choose one. Better
Oh,
time
okay.
management.
Okay. I will eliminate my mobile social media surfing that really consumes a lot of time. I would think I would just give it to 5 minutes, but within a spur of second, it seems like I have spent 2 hours to it. Rather, I would utilize that time reading my favorite books because I love reading and I would love to indulge more into that. So that's
Okay.
what one thing I would like to do, manage.
Time up, Roma. Good answer, Roma. Only one mistake. Use would as per the question. It's an idea. Okay. Don't use will. Fine. Good.
Okay, ma'am.
Next up, Meena. Go ahead, Meena. You may answer.
Yeah, ma'am, daily I am doing lots of things, but I don't think I have to eliminate one of any activities.
Of them? Okay.
No, because I am doing yoga daily and it is very important for me to charging for a day. And I am
Okay.
going.
So there is no activity that you want to eliminate, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's also right. Next up, Sonu. Good evening, Sonu. You may answer.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. There are lots of activity that I do daily, like.
Wait, Sonu, you only have to mention one activity that you would choose to eliminate. That's it. You don't need to list all. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. One activity is using mobile phone that I want to eliminate to save my time.
Okay, fine. So, how much time do you spend on mobile, Sonu?
It maybe, ma'am, 5 to 6 hours
a day.
Yes, ma'am.
That's very much. Okay, fine, Sonu. Good. Okay. Yes, Anita, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I want to eliminate my time on social media. I spend there 1 to 2 hours daily, 2 hours maximum. So I think if I eliminate it, then I do any work which is very helpful for me.
I can do. Use can. Okay. Fine. Anita, use one of the words, cut or eliminate. They have almost similar meaning, so you don't need to use both together. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Use cut or eliminate one of these words, not both together. Okay. Good. Aman, go ahead. You can answer.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. The one activity which I would choose to stop is watching like this one. How to say, like internet surfing, like all the time.
Surfing the net. That's fine.
Surfing internet.
The net.
Sorry, surfing internet because it consumes a lot of time. And like, I think of watching like I think of the only for like 5 to 10 minutes, but then it takes around 1 to hours.
It consumes 1 to 2 hours of my time. Okay, fine. Good. Okay. Next up, Chetan, ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Go on.
I don't want to anything completely stop, eliminate, but I want to some less time to sleep. I use work. I use that time to for work.
Okay, so Chetan, you can actually rearrange your words in the sentence. I don't want to choose any particular activity to stop completely. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to choose any activity to stop completely. The next sentence should be, I want to decrease my sleeping time.
Okay.
You can use the better words here. Good. Okay. Deva, go ahead. You may answer.
Yes, ma'am. So I would like I also like to eliminate social media scrolling. Actually, it takes a lot of time. Also, it is interrupting my work as well.
Okay. Deva, use the word consumes, not takes. Takes is a positive word here, whereas you are saying that some activity is consuming a lot of your time. Okay, so you can use a better word, consume here, which fits well. Okay, next up, Jyoti. Go on, Jyoti, you may answer.
Yes, ma'am. I think I choose the 11th.
I would choose.
I want to choose the 11th one, that is to watch the TV.
Okay.
And
watching television. You want to eliminate
yes.
this activity.
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Because if have ample amount of time, then I prefer to watch the television. Otherwise, if we have other works for doing anything, then I think I'm not watching the television.
Okay, don't use I am not watching. Jyoti, use the same tense as per the question. I would not choose to watch television. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. I would not choose
to watch television. Good.
Yes,
very well. No
Thank
further
you.
mistake. You're welcome. Next up, Twesha. Twesha, ready? Twesha, am I audible? Hello? Twesha, I can't hear you. If you are facing internet issue, please log out, rejoin quickly. If you are unable to speak, type in the chat box. Okay? Meena, do you want to say something? I can see your raised hand.
Yeah, one thing I got recalled spontaneously, ma'am. Okay, I get up late in the morning. I would like to improve, not eliminate. Think this. This is not an eliminate thing. I want to improve. I want to get up on time.
Okay. So you can, in a way, use the word stop here as I would choose to stop waking up late.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, you can use the word stop in the answer. Okay. Fine. Good, Meena. Yes, Anita.
Yes, ma'am. After lunch, I feel very laziness for 1 hour. So I want to eliminate this time.
I feel lazy, not laziness.
I feel lazy. Okay. I feel lazy, but I feel we don't use laziness.
It won't fit in the answer.
Okay.
So this is your feeling. You can say I feel lazy. So I want to. You can't say you want to stop that or eliminate that time. You can improve your habit. Okay, maybe after lunch you can walk for a bit. That might improve your metabolism and you won't feel sleepy or lazy. Okay, fine, good. Next up, Mani. Hi, Mani. Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Sorry for late joining, ma'am.
It's okay, fine. So, which is the one activity that you would choose to stop and why? Which
yes,
consumes a lot of your time in a day?
Yes, ma'am. I'd choose to stop talking over the phone, ma'am, because I'm working as a preschool teacher, ma'am. But if I have time, then I go for this only. Maximum some friends are calling.
How much time do you spend on phone, on calls?
Mostly 1.5 hours like that, ma'am.
Okay, so yes, you can improvise that.
Yes,
Okay?
sir. Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Instead
Good,
of that, I want to read newspaper or books.
that's a better activity. Good. Okay, man. Fine. Okay, everyone. I hope all of you have answered. Anyone who is left, apart from Tvesha? Tvesha, can you hear me now? Hello. Tvesha, are you there? If you are facing some kind of
Yes, ma'am.
disturbance,
Can you hear
please
me now?
log out, rejoin. I can hear you now. Please answer quickly.
Yes, ma'am. So 5 habits, things, ma'am, I think
Only one
sleeping and
activity
bathing.
that you would choose to stop.
Ma'am, sleeping for too late or bathing for such a long time, I think that took so much time for me. Ma'am, I don't think so other things that took so much time in my habitual life.
Okay.
So, yeah, ma'am.
Fine. Good. Okay. Okay, everyone. Very well done. I could actually relate that most of you have answered spending time on social media. This is one thing that you would choose to eliminate. Okay. Good. That's a good start. Very well done. So this was just a warm-up activity for you, okay, where we have talked about one activity that takes up most of our time in a day. Now let's do the learning part where we will talk about 80-20 rule. It is known as Pareto principle. We are going to read the slide first. If you have doubts, you can ask them. Aman, could you please quickly read the slide?
Yes, ma'am, sure. Pareto principle, also called the 80-by-20 principle, refers to the fact that for most events, roughly 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes. Suggested by management thinker Joseph Duran, based on the research of the Italian economist Wilfredo Pareto.
Go on, read the question.
How is the Pareto principle useful in daily life?
Well, thank you, Aman, for reading. So when we talk about 80-20 principle, known as Pareto principle, we are actually referring to the fact that for most events, for most of the work that we do in a day or maybe in your life, roughly 80% of the effect means outcome, result, comes from the 20% of the causes. Causes means the input that you are giving for that work. Okay, it means in simple word, 20% of your input leads to 80% of the output. We will be learning about the terms like input, output, majority, minority, ratio, etc. Before that, any doubts here, anyone, about the principle definition? Any questions? Yes, Meena?
What I got from this principle.
Hello? Meena, I lost you. Hello?
Oh.
Now I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but what I got from this principle, you told that take out 80% from 20.
Not take out. This is the actual thing. Okay? So your small efforts can actually lead to bigger results. Sometimes it's not necessary that we have to work a lot in order to achieve a good result. Even a small effort made by us may result in a bigger thing. Okay? You can also see the picture here given on the screen. In this, a person is actually showing an arrow which marks 20% and the circle, the pie chart, which shows 80%. So 20% of your input results in 80% of your output. Okay? Fine. Any other doubts, anyone here? If no, then let's take up this question. This is a very simple question for all of you. How is the Pareto principle useful in daily life? You can give one daily life example, something that you do in less quantity or with less effort in your daily life, but it results in a bigger way. Is there anything? click on the raise hand button. So this is just a discussion question. You can talk from your experience. Yes, Mani?
Yes, ma'am. My one of my habits are like evening walk, ma'am.
Okay.
It's 10 to 15 minutes only I walk, but it's I feel fit, ma'am, fit and relax.
So it is fetching you bigger results.
Bigger result.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Yes, Aman?
Yes, ma'am. I think joining this app, like every
Sorry,
day,
what?
I mean, like I'm spending my 1 hour of my time every day in this app. So
on this app?
On this app, so it's actually helping me a lot.
Okay, good. Yes, Jyoti?
चल और बाकी सब रखते.
Okay, Jyoti, I can hear you in the background. Please click on the raise hand button once you are available. Yes, Chetan?
Yes, ma'am. I have done daily means 30 minutes to 1 hour meditation, and I feel full day peaceness.
Okay, Chetan, you have to change your sentence formations. There are mistakes, okay? For example, correct sentence should be, I do meditation for 30 to 60 minutes daily. Simple present tense because it's your routine activity. Okay? And I feel refreshed or fresh whole day.
Okay.
Okay? Fine. Meena, yes?
1 hour yoga and meditation for a day is very helpful to charge myself for a day.
Okay. You can also use to keep myself charged for the whole day. Okay, you can use that.
Very helpful is also.
No, that's also fine. You can use the phrase also to keep myself charged. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Sonu, yes?
Yes, ma'am. I listen to spiritual song like Hare Krishna, Hare Rama only for 20 to 30 minutes daily morning. It makes me stressfully and keep me relaxed for whole day, ma'am.
It relieves my stress. That's a better word. Okay. So you can use that. It relieves my stress. Okay.
Relieves
Good.
my stress.
Yes, that's right. Anita, yes? Hello, Anita?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Yeah. How is the party princess? I think, ma'am, I do meditation and yoga for an hour. So then after that, I feel fresh whole day. I think it is 80-20 rule, because if I do something very small quantity and I feel get result bigger than spending time, then I think it is a parts pursuit is
Very well
principle.
done. Those who are using, you feel energetic, you feel fresh, you can also use the word rejuvenate. That's also a very good word for you. Okay, I'm writing it on the screen. After doing an hour of yoga or meditation, I feel rejuvenated. That means you feel energetic. Okay.
Rejuvenated.
Yes. ED will come as per the sentence.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Good. Yes, Meena?
Yoga and meditation is just like a rejuvenation for me.
Yes, that's right. Deva, yes?
Yes, ma'am. So to create a to-do list for 10 minutes, from there I prioritize the work, and it will make me very less stress in a day.
Okay, there were sentence formation mistakes. Okay, start with by. By creating to-do list in the first 10 minutes of my day, I can organize or I can prioritize my day's task in a well-mannered way.
Okay.
Okay, so you can actually try and make good sentences without making much effort. Just keep it simple. Okay? Good. Students, simple sentences doesn't mean that you don't have good English. Okay, you can make simple sentences, but with a good vocabulary. That will actually be more impressive. Good, all of you. Moving forward, now we will talk about some terms. We will be reading the slides one by one. If you have doubts, click on the raise hand button and ask. Anita, could you please read the first one? Input.
Yes, ma'am. Input: energy, money, time, effort, or information that is used to get a certain
certain result or
certain result or achieve a target.
Okay, thank you, Anita, for reading. First thing is input. Input is what you are giving. Okay, it can be energy, it can be your money, your time, your effort, or any type of information which you are using to get a certain result or to achieve a target. That's input. Any doubts, any questions? None. Let's move to output. Let's read that. Chetan, could you please read?
Output. A certain result, yeah, an outcome.
No Hindi, please. Certain result or an outcome.
Or an outcome for which a resource or resources are spent.
Very well. Thank you for reading, Chetan.
Okay.
Now, we are talking about output. Output is that certain result or outcome which you receive while you are using a resource or certain type of resources. Input gives you output. Input can be your effort, 20%, and output is the result, 80%. Any doubts, any questions here? Input, output? None. Moving forward, majority, minority. Deva, could you please read the first one, majority?
Sure, ma'am. Majority. An amount or a number that's more than half or most common amongst something.
Well, thank you for reading. When we talk about majority, it is an amount or a number which is more than half or even most of something. Okay. For example, we are talking about votes. We have 100 votes. 51 goes in the favor of A and 49 are in the favor of B. Here, the majority is 51. More than half or most common. That is majority. So majority votes are in the favor of A. Similarly, the opposite is minority. Minority, 49 votes are in the favor of B. Let's read about minority. Jyoti, can you please read minority?
Yes, ma'am.
Go on.
Minority. An amount or number that's less than half of or smaller than the majority of something.
Right. Thank you for reading, Jyoti. So majority and minority are opposites. Okay. With this example, I have explained both. Any doubts, any questions between these two terms, majority, minority? Yes, Chetan.
Ma'am, a majority 51%, but I see in elections, suppose 4 or 5 members, then it cannot be majority 51%.
Okay. See, even if you have an election for 5 people, where 5 people are contesting, and we have 100 votes. Okay. One person receives 51% of the votes. Another receives, let's talk about 20. How much is it? 71? Right? Am I right? 71? Another one receives 10. It makes it 81. Other person receives 9. It becomes 90. And the last person receives 10. So the total is 100. Do you get the calculation, Chetan? Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the total is 100. The person who wins with majority number of votes is 51%. The person who has minority minimum number of votes is 9. Okay, and
But
these
madam,
are in between 10, 10,
madam,
20.
It can be first one 41, second one 30, then 41 will be majority.
Yes, and here more than half will not apply. Here will be most common amongst something. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Okay, everyone. Any other doubt? Any other questions here? 4 terms done: input, output, majority, minority. Now let's talk about the last one here, ratio. Let's read it. Roma, could you please read?
Yes, ma'am. The quantitative relation between two amounts showing the number of times one value contains or is contained with the other.
Within the other.
Within the
Okay.
other.
Thank you, Roma, for reading. When we talk about ratio, it's fraction. For example, we have 16:9, that's fraction in mathematics. 4:3. Okay, and here we have 80/20 rule, fraction. It is quantitative relationship. We are talking about quantities between two amounts where the number of one value may contain the other in it or is contained within the other. Okay, that's a quantitative relationship known as ratio. One is the number of times the other. You can also remember it like this. Any doubts, any questions? Anyone, any doubts here? None? Good. That means we are ready for some discussion round. Here you have the question. I'm going to read it quickly. You can utilize the time to prepare your answers. In your school, college, job, even at home, pick one input that gives you the maximum output. Something you do in your school or college or job or at home, which involves very less input from your side, but gives you the maximum output. You can click on the raise hand button and tell me quickly. And on the screen, you can see one chart. It's a Pareto chart of late arrivals by reported cause. So people who are coming late, they have given various causes. Some says it's due to traffic, some says childcare, then public transportation, weather, overslept, emergencies. The most number of people are giving traffic as the excuse. Okay. Yes, Meena. Hello, Meena. Meena, I'll ask you again. I can't hear you yet. Jyoti, go on.
Yes, ma'am. I think when I make the timetables and schedules of our month or our day, then it gives maximum output to our day. And
don't use R. Jyoti, talk about individual. When I create schedules, it gives me maximum result.
Yes.
Okay. Use for yourself, individual answer. Apart from that, no mistakes. Okay. Good. Okay. Aman, your answer quickly. Hello,
Yes,
Aman.
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. Ma'am, well, I'm early riser, so after that I do meditation. So it rejuvenates me whole day. So I can do like how to say, like,
so for how long do you meditate?
Only for 15 to 30 minutes.
Okay, so 15 to 30 minutes meditation. Good.
Yes.
It gives you the maximum output.
Yes,
okay. Good. Next up, Anita. Anita, which is the one activity that requires less input and gives you maximum output?
I think as a homemaker, I prepare food for I prepare meal for 1 hour or 2 hours, but my family members feel every day. I feel they are very happy for my
you
food.
take less time in cooking or you prepare beforehand?
Yeah, I less my time. I think I spend 1 to 2 hours for lunch or dinner, but I feel my family members happy for a whole day.
Okay, so preparing meal, I can say in less time. Maybe
yes,
you can say preparing meal effectively. Okay, fine, good. Okay. Yes, Sonu, quickly answer.
Yes, ma'am. As a teacher, I will talk about to the student. Activity-based learning give me lot outcome rather than the the physical learning like in class lecture method.
So, ma'am,
Are you talking about reading a theoretical part or the practical part?
no, ma'am. Actually, I'm talking about the activity learning. Gives the maximum outcome rather than the lecture method.
Okay, so that is practical approach. Okay, so you can say practical way of learning. That's the correct phrase here. Okay, Sonu?
Okay. Practical way of learning.
Yes, practical means doing something, doing activity. Theoretical way means going to the college, attending the lecture, taking up notes, etc.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
Fine. Money, I can see your message. Log out, rejoin. I'll type there. Okay. Deva, yes, quickly answer.
Yes, ma'am. So wake up early. So wake up early will give you the maximum output.
Waking up early.
Okay, waking up early. So
Okay.
I can organize my day and I can do the task.
Great. Good. Okay. Roma, yes.
Yes, ma'am. A very small thing is that drinking 2 to 3 liters of water daily keeps you hydrated, takes out the toxins, and what do I say? Yeah, keeps yourself hydrated. That's a good outcome. Yes.
Okay. Good. Very well. Meena, I can read your message. When we complete our homework on time and revise our chapter during school class time. Okay, so Meena, what should I write here? Completing your homework, or do you want to talk about the revision time? I'm not getting the one input you are giving. Type your message again.
Ma'am,
Yes.
in terms of school, I'm writing.
That's fine. But what should I write? Input.
Whatever is studied in school, we should revise daily. It is very helpful.
Revision.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. So when you do revision at regular interval, you will be able to revise it well. Okay. Good. Okay. Yes, Roma.
I have a question. I don't understand this yellow line on the chart. What is that denoting?
Okay, that's an exponential chart. So if you talk about various reasons given by people for coming late, some talk about traffic, weather, overslept, emergency, etc. Okay. So if we talk about traffic, more than 50.4% people have given the reason traffic. Okay. It shows that one cause given by many people has the maximum output. Okay. That's what it is showing. Various reasons, various causes, which are actually giving only one effect. The outcome is you are coming late to your place.
So the input is traffic. And
yes, one input is traffic, others are more. Okay, so you have many inputs here. Traffic is contributing to the maximum.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Okay, everyone. So we have taken quite a few examples of inputs here. That's fine. That's just a discussion activity. Moving to your speaking activity, you will get around 20 to 30 seconds here. Time and resources are always limited compared to our wants. What one has to learn is to prioritize in order to optimize. That's the important point here. Discuss with reference to your own life. You have to discuss the above statement, giving reference to your own life. Maximum is 30 seconds, minimum is 20 seconds. This is your time up. Okay. Meena, ready? I can see your raised hand.
Yeah, ma'am. In this difference, I would like to speak that if we prepare to-do list and prioritize to our important work, and we know what is the prioritize, what work are important for us, and according to that, we create list, and we can make reminder, set reminder, so that we can remember it, memorize it. Then we can get maximum output out of it.
Time up, Meena. Meena, good answer. One mistake you made is you said prioritize to our work. To is not required here. No preposition. Okay. Prioritize our work. That's fine. Try to use different words rather than only using prioritize. Look for alternatives. Synonyms.
Preference, ma'am. Preference.
Yes, preference. Try not to do repetition. That's what I'm saying. No repetition. Okay. Good answer otherwise. Anyone else who is ready with the answer? Quickly click on the raise hand button before I choose randomly. Okay. Jyoti, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I'm prioritize my time to first of all to wake up early. First priority for that, and for these priorities, I always try to sleep early. If we sleep early, then wake up early. And if we both manage perfectly, then the whole day schedules will be managed very easily and happily.
Time up, Jyoti. Jyoti, points are good, but you have to practice sentence formation. You are jumbling some words here and there. Okay.
Yes.
For example, I always try to prioritize my tasks in a day. I prefer to wake up early. In order to achieve that, I try to sleep early. This is how you can make correct sentence.
Yes.
Okay. No mistake apart from the sentence formation.
Okay.
Good. Aman, go ahead quickly.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, in order to optimize my time, I usually, before going to bed, in my diary, I made to-do list so that I can work it out in the next day.
I can work it out next day. In a next day, in a not required. Okay, good. No other mistake, Aman. Good. Sonu, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. In order to optimize my time, first I should have make a to-do list, and through the to-do list, I give prioritize to my work, which work take lots of time. So first I finish that work, then I come to the next work that consume less time.
Time up, Sonu. Good answer. Few mistakes. When you said I should have prepared to-do list. Should have, both modal verbs are not needed. I should prepare. Okay. To-do list. That's the correct sentence. When you said I give prioritize, it should be I give preference, or you can say I prioritize without using give. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Good. Next up, Bhavani. Good evening. You may answer.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Okay, so the answer is, prioritizing work. It's like estimating the good time. So we sometimes the one work may take so much time, but we estimate falsely. So it irritate us sometimes. So prioritize the work as well as the estimate correctly, so that the productivity will be more.
Very well answered, Bhavani. No mistakes and good use of vocabulary. Good. You're welcome. Anita, go ahead. Quickly answer.
Before day, I make to-do list for my for doing work. If I have a urgent work, then I
wait. Sorry, Anita. Do you make the list in the morning or at night for the next
day? At night, before night.
Don't say before night. You can say before sleeping or at night.
Before sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Use one of them. At night or before sleeping. Sorry, use one of them.
Yeah. If the work is urgent, then I prioritize my work. I do first. As this way, I complete my whole work as a day on a day. So I think if I order.
Okay. Anita, good answer, but you have to take care of prepositions. This is the one thing you are making mistakes with. Okay. That is why somewhere you are going here and there. Just take care of the preposition. No other mistake. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Okay. If you want to add more sentences, you can type in the chat box. I'll reply there also. Fine. Okay. Bhavani, I can see your message. So Bhavani, you are in the hard level. This is the last level. Okay. And you can actually improvise different progressions here. You can check in the app that. Mani, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I totally agree with this statement, ma'am. Resources are always limited compared to our wants. So we have to make a to-do list at night according to prioritize. Then we can complete our
according to our priorities.
According to our priorities. Then we can complete our maximum target.
Okay, we can achieve our maximum target.
Yes,
that's a
we
better
can
one.
achieve.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We
Good.
can achieve.
No other mistake.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good. You're welcome. Chetan, go ahead.
Ma'am, resources are always limited because you all use water in daily life, but if we take some time to how to utilize water properly, then I think water scarcity is not coming.
Water scarcity will not be there.
Oh, okay.
Or you can say water scarcity can be handled properly. Okay. So this you have given an example talking about the social problems. Okay. It's a good example. Although it is not related to your daily life as per the answer, but it's a good point. Okay. Fine, Chetan. Good. Okay. Deva, ready? Hello, Deva. Deva, I'm not getting your response yet. If you are ready, please click on the raise hand button. Otherwise, type in the chat box if you can't speak. Okay, anyone else? Any problems, any doubts here? Great participation by all of you. Very well done. Yes, Mani?
Yes, ma'am. How can we get 80-20% this rule, ma'am? We can small input and we need to big output.
Mani, all of you have actually answered in the last part, okay? By giving minimum input, you can bring out maximum output. You have to first start prioritizing which tasks are important in your day-to-day life. Try to do them at the first thing in the day. Also, sometimes being perfectionist doesn't mean that you will be getting good result or maximum result. It may consume a lot of your time. So you have to try and find out ways in which you are putting less effort, but you are getting maximum result out of that effort. I'll give you one daily life example. I have to cook for my husband in the morning. I have to prepare breakfast for his meal. What I try to do is I try to prepare the ingredients beforehand, a day before, at night or maybe by the evening. It makes my task easier in the morning.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
It takes less of my time and the output is good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
Bhavani, you're welcome, Mani.
Yes, ma'am. So as you said, like to go to the next level, that we have to complete the test.
Bhavani, this is hard level. So advanced level is the last level. As per the app, you have 4 levels, okay? But in your app, you have different levels within one.
Yeah.
So one level consists of many that you will be able to do in your app while you are doing different activities, attending daily life sessions and learning activities.
Then
so
only
that,
we go to the next level, ma'am?
Yes, that information is given in the app. But this is the last level for attending live classes. There is no level next to it.
Oh,
okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Fine. Okay, everyone. Very well done. You're welcome. Good participation here. If you are facing any particular issues regarding the lesson topics or regarding your skills, for example, grammar, sentence formation, I would recommend you to go for the personalized classes. For example, start doing sentence